Yo, comrades, what is going on? It is Maleki, the Growth and Dividend Growth Investor. Welcome back to the channel if you guys are subscribed. If not, you definitely should. But if you guys are new people just checking out this video, welcome. It's good to have you guys here. I'm just going to be chatting about my $141,000 portfolio. This is all the assets I have to my name. I don't own any real estate. I don't own anything else besides these stock funds that I have over here. So just kind of going over, my 401k is a 2060 Vanguard Target Retirement Fund. I have about $43,800 in there. So I think that's a pretty good amount compared to last month. It seems like the market has been uptrending and I'm capturing some sort of increase over there. For my Roth IRA dividends, I own 46 holdings with a dividend yield about 4.2 and an expense ratio of 0.1. So basically, if you subtract the expense ratio to the yield, my real yield is about 4.1%. So total value is $14,103. And then my growth holdings, I have two holdings. I own Tesla and I own the ARK-K actively managed ETF. So 100% into both of these, or 50%, 50%. And then my total portfolio is $84,000 for that growth portfolio. So this is my total value. If you guys wanted to see the numbers, as time has been going by, my growth holdings, which is my Tesla, my ARK, has been taking more and more of the pie. If you've seen my previous videos, it used to be close to like 50%, but now because Tesla is still blowing up and then the ARK-K is blowing up, it's taking more and more portions of this pie. So this is my total amount that I have invested. I don't own anything else. I just want to go over to my Roth IRA dividend portfolio. This is probably one of the things I spend the most time on, and it's like one of the more exciting things that I like to work on. So I ran all the numbers for last month for my monthly dividend income, and in the month of September, I had my highest value that month. So I have $77 that was paid to me in dividends. So you can tell that it's much higher than all of these other ones, and I'm pretty happy about that. So can't complain about that. So the total amount I've invested is $12,000. I've been paid out $253.13 in total dividends. And then if you averaged out monthly, it's about $31.64. And then my dividend yield so far is 2%. But the way I calculated this is like I did like a script where I took, I believe it was like this number divided by, basically I divided by 12. And there's only been 9 months, so this number is definitely going to increase once we get those December numbers. Ideally, the goal would be like 3%, but right now, just from what I have right now, it's been 2%. Okay, so total income, average monthly income, and then obviously, like you can't be retiring off of $31 a month. The goal, this is going to take many, many years for this to increase, and the key is just to keep putting money away every single year. So ideally, if you can max out the full $6,000 every single year, you can tell that since I only have $12,000 in here, I only have been investing in this account for 2 years. So I just would like to see the progress. Now, in my account, I actually own individual stocks. What I would like to do is my fiance, I actually created a Roth portfolio for her and herself, and what I would like to see is I would actually like to compare the two, where one is like individual stocks versus the other, which is like picking ETFs, because for her, she's not going to be spending all the time picking individual stocks, but she still wants to be invested, and so we might pick out some Vanguard high dividend yield funds. So that's something to look forward in the future if that's something I want to do, or if I have any free time to do that. So ideally, obviously, you can't retire off this money. The goal is for each consecutive year to increase. So, like for example, like if I made $77 in September 2020, well then September 2021, I better see that increase. So, this is a little thing I created. Now let's go to my portfolios. So obviously, this is my growth portfolio, $84,255. I own the ARK fund and Tesla, and I have it set for a month. So the previous video, it was downtrending my account, but then now it seems like the market has picked up on news of possibly getting another stimulus, which to me, I'm not counting that into my investment thesis. I'm a long-term investor, so you will not see me selling these stocks for another 8 years, at least 10 years minimum. So, the goal here, continually putting in that $125 every single week. If I have extra money, I can. So I'm going to be getting paid on Friday. So if there's any money left over, I'm going to put into this account, just because I would like to hopefully retire early, but if I don't, then you know what? I'm going to work my 33 years and hopefully retire with a decent nest egg. So this is what it's looking like right now. Let's go to the holdings real quick just to show. So I own these two positions. This is the total amount I have invested. So I've totally invested $53,000 of my own money, and the value is $84,000. So current gain would be $30,000. So this is pretty decent gain. Can't complain about that. When I did sell out of the QQQ last month, it made my cost basis higher, which kind of makes it seem like I put more of my own money, but actually it's just some of the proceeds of the QQQ was put into this cost basis. So usually my realized gain was like 70%, but because like it thought that that was profit, it reduced. But again, 57% is totally fine. So let's go to the activity. And again, it's really important just to kind of show that the consistency of investing. So if you look at September, I put in some extra money, $125 each week, extra money, 125, 125. Those are some of the extra monies, 125. This is where I sold the QQQ, had a little bit extra money because I think they paid a dividend. And then again, the key is to continually put that 125. And if you have extra, put extra. If not, that is totally fine. But as long as you consistently put something away, that's all that matters, and that's how you're going to continually build wealth over time. So this is my growth portfolio. We're just going to switch over to the dividend portfolio real quick. I just constantly make changes to my dividend growth portfolio, and that's kind of one of the problems with picking individual stocks versus just investing into an ETF. In the ETF, you kind of set it and forget it. With individual stocks, you constantly want to make it perfect, and one of my problems is like I just can't stop thinking about it, which I really need to find a new hobby than do this, but whatever. So total payments have increased. I will show the October dividends in a video in November because it's October 22nd. So I want to get the full month of October to fully pass so I can calculate all of that. So, ideally, like this is a tax advantage account. So I've put $12,000 in here. So I made $2,000 off of capital appreciation. And then for the last 2 years, it's $345 totally that I've earned in dividends. And you can tell the market just up and down, up and down, up and down. But the key here is like holding on to your investments and reinvesting those dividends and reinvesting the money you put in, because ultimately it's still going up in that direction. So if you look at this portfolio in the last month, again, it seems like the market has been doing well. So it's been uptrending. So can't complain about that. And then just want to go over my best holdings so far. Let's see here. What is this? There we go. Oops. So the best holding right now is Qualcomm, Apple, and UPS. Those are my top three. They're doing really well. And honestly, like I've been seeing UPS trucks and FedEx trucks everywhere. I'm surprised FedEx is still doing pretty good, but I added it pretty late, so it hasn't had time to realize the gains over here. Worst performers, AbbVie, IBM. I'm possibly thinking about getting rid of IBM and picking more of like a dividend growth play than an actual dividend play. They pay a good dividend yield, but I'm possibly thinking about getting rid of that. And then AT&T. They've just been downtrending for the longest time, but I have a very strong outlook for this company in the next 10 years. Like, I think with the management switching things around and having the some of these investors, we call them activist investors, telling them like, hey, we got to pay down this debt and we got to start bringing value back to the investor. I think that AT&T can turn around. And some of these are also REITs, and the REIT market just has not been doing good. But a lot of the stuff that I own, I have a very good outlook in the next 10 years. So thank you for watching the video. Appreciate it. If you guys can, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. It would really mean a lot. So just wanted to share my portfolio, just show how it is doing. I pretty much want to kind of help share my journey with you guys, just so that like, hey, like I just work as a nurse. I'm a blue collar worker. I make decent amount of money. Like I don't make $1 million. Like I don't make over like $100,000+ a year. I just make a normal salary, and this is still possible with that. And so just want to show you guys the what the consistency will do over time, and just kind of picking good stocks over the long period of time. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, and you guys have a good one. All right.